We used to waste 15 hours every single week sitting in pointless meetings that went nowhere until we installed 3 simple systems that cut that down to 5 hours in less than 30 days. By the end of this video, you are getting the exact 3-system framework we use with small to medium-sized businesses to reclaim 10 hours every week. System 1, the meeting filter that kills 60% of your calendar. System 2, the agenda protocol that cuts meeting time in half. System 3, the follow-up automation that eliminates all the back and forth. Hit like if you are done wasting half your week in meetings that accomplish nothing. Drop your #1 meeting struggle in the comments so we can cover that in a future video, and subscribe with the bell for 3 new videos every week on building businesses that run without you. We have helped many small and medium businesses scale without breaking. One client went from 18 hours of meetings per week down to 6, and their revenue jumped 40% in 90 days because they finally had time to actually work on their business instead of just talking about it. Here is the problem. The average entrepreneur spends 11 hours every week in meetings. Research shows 35% of those meetings are completely unproductive. That is almost 4 hours every single week sitting in a room or on a Zoom call accomplishing absolutely nothing. We worked with a marketing agency owner, Beth, who was drowning. She had client calls, team check-ins, vendor meetings, strategy sessions, and by Friday she realized she had not done a single hour of actual work. Everything was meetings about the work. Her team was frustrated because decisions took forever. Clients were annoyed because projects moved slowly. And Beth was burned out working 60-hour weeks but feeling like nothing ever got done. Sound familiar? The real cost is not just the wasted time. It is the context switching. Every time you jump into a meeting, your brain needs 23 minutes to fully refocus on deep work afterward. If you have 5 meetings in a day, that is almost 2 hours lost just getting your brain back on track. Plus, there is the scheduling nightmare, the endless email chains trying to find a time that works, the meeting notes that nobody reads, and the action items that fall through the cracks. Most businesses are bleeding time, and they do not even realize it. So here is the solution. 3 meeting systems that will save you 10 hours every single week. System 1, the meeting filter. This is a simple decision tree that kills 60% of your meetings before they even hit your calendar. Here is how it works. Every meeting request has to pass 3 questions. Question 1, can this be an email or a voice memo instead? If yes, it is not a meeting. Question 2, is there a clear agenda with specific outcomes defined? If no, it does not go on the calendar until there is. Question 3, are the right people invited and only the right people? If you have got people sitting in meetings just to stay in the loop, they should not be there. Send them the notes instead. We implemented this with Beth's agency. First week, she canceled 11 out of 18 scheduled meetings, turned 7 of them into quick Loom videos or email updates. The other 4 got rescheduled once the person requesting actually wrote an agenda. Her team was skeptical at first, but within 2 weeks, everyone was protecting their calendar like crazy because they finally had time to do their actual jobs. System 2, the agenda protocol. Every meeting that survives the filter gets a structured agenda using our PAR framework. P is for purpose. 1 sentence at the top of the agenda that states exactly what this meeting is supposed to accomplish. Not discuss or review or touch base, accomplish. A is for action items. Before the meeting even starts, list out what decisions need to be made or what tasks need to be assigned. This keeps everyone focused. R is for roles. Assign a meeting leader, a timekeeper, and a note taker. When everyone knows their role, meetings stay on track. Here is the game changer. Every agenda has a hard stop time, and it is always 25 or 50 minutes, never 30 or 60. Why? Because meetings expand to fill the time you give them. A 30-minute meeting will take 30 minutes, even if you could have finished in 20. We also build in 5-minute buffers so people have time to breathe between back-to-back calls. Beth started using this protocol and her average meeting length dropped from 47 minutes to 28 minutes. Same outcomes, 40% less time. Over a week, that added up to 6 hours saved just by running tighter meetings. Now, do you want to start fixing your business today? Download our free checklist to start doing just that. It takes 15 minutes to complete and will save you 10+ hours per week. The link is in the description and in the comments. Grab it now. System 3, the follow-up automation. This is where most businesses lose all the value from their meetings. You have a great discussion, make decisions, assign tasks, and then nothing happens because it all lives in someone's messy notes or worse, in people's heads. Here is our system. Every meeting ends with a 2-minute recap. The note taker reads out loud the decisions made and the action items assigned with names and deadlines. Then within 2 hours, those notes go into your project management system. We use ClickUp, but Asana, or Monday work too, and every action item becomes a task assigned to the right person with a due date. Here is the automation piece. Set up a simple Zapier workflow or use your project management tools built in automation to send a recap email to everyone who was in the meeting, plus anyone who needs to know what was decided. No more did you send the notes yet, or what did we decide about that? It is all documented and automated. Beth's agency was losing hours every week to follow up confusion. Client asks a question, account manager is not sure what was decided in last week's meeting, has to slack 3 people to figure it out. Once we automated the follow-up system, that noise disappeared. Everyone had access to meeting notes and action items in one place. Her team's project completion rate went from 68% on time to 94% on time in 60 days. Here is the bonus move that takes this to the next level. We call it the meeting audit. Once a month, sit down and review your calendar from the past 30 days. Pull up every recurring meeting and ask yourself, did this meeting actually move the needle? If you canceled it, would anything break? We do this with all our businesses and the results are shocking. One construction company owner discovered he had been attending a weekly vendor call for 8 months that literally accomplished nothing. It started as important, but became a habit. He canceled it and nobody even noticed. The meeting audit also reveals patterns. Maybe you notice that meetings scheduled before 10 a.m. always run over because people are not prepared. Or Friday afternoon meetings consistently get rescheduled because everyone is checked out. Use that data to set meeting policies. These small rules compound into massive time savings. Track your meeting hours like you track your revenue. What gets measured gets managed. Here is what these systems looks like in real numbers. Beth went from 18 hours of meetings per week down to 7 hours. That is 11 hours saved every single week. But it gets better. Her team's productivity shot up because they had uninterrupted blocks of time to do deep work. Client satisfaction improved because projects moved faster. And Beth finally had time to work on growth strategy instead of being stuck in operational meetings all day. Within 90 days, her agency added 2 new clients and increased revenue by 40% without hiring anyone new. That is the power of getting your meeting systems right. Now here's the thing. These 3 systems are just one piece of building a business that runs without you. Meetings are a huge time suck, but so are unclear processes, lack of delegation, no automation, and a dozen other bottlenecks that keep you trapped working in your business instead of on it. We have spent years refining a complete system that covers all of it. How to delegate without everything falling apart. How to automate your operations so your business runs while you sleep. How to build systems so good that your team does not need you for every little decision. Ready for the complete self-running business system? You can sign up 100% free, no credit card required, and get instant access to the full course intro. See exactly how we build businesses that run without us. The link is in the description in the next video. We give away the checklist for free because we know it works. When you see the results, you will want to join the full program. Limited spots. Which step will you try first? The meeting filter, the agenda protocol, or the follow-up automation? Comment below and we'll see you next time.